everyone. It is your Realtor Hugo, and as always, thank you so much for tuning in to another live. It is my pleasure, as always, to welcome you. And today we are going to be talking about 10 essential steps to closing the deal for first time home buyers. So, if you know anyone that would be interested in a live such as this or content such as this, feel free and share it with them. We're going to be on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch.com, X, and now Spotify. So feel free and share the live and listen to it on your favorite platform. So, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free and leave them on your platform of choice. And let's go ahead and get started. Number one, get pre approved for a mortgage. Before you start house hunting, get pre approved for a mortgage. This shows sellers you're serious and lets you know how much you can afford. Remember, this isn't the same as pre qualification. Pre approval is more thorough and gives you a clearer budget. So, the primary thing to understand, and this is probably far before the closing, is getting pre approved. We always talk about how important it is to get pre approved and making sure that your pre approval is up to date. Because if it's not, then you're running the risk of getting into a contract for a property you might not be able to immediately afford. So it could be a little bit tricky. So know your budget and show sellers you mean business by getting pre-approved for a mortgage first. Number two, find a trustworthy real estate agent. A good real estate agent is your guide through the home buying process. Look for someone who knows your area well and has good reviews. They can help you find the right home, negotiate the price, and handle the paperwork. So that can make the difference between making the experience pleasant and smooth, comfortable transaction to something that can be drama filled, chaotic, and hectic. No one wants something like that. So make sure to do your due diligence and find a real estate agent you trust. They will be your home buying best friend. So make sure that you know your realtor and your realtor knows you. Like we talked about yesterday, a good realtor should be able to listen to you and work in your best interest. Number three, start house hunting. Now, the fun part, house hunting. Make a list of must haves and nice to haves for your new home. Be patient and don't be afraid to see lots of houses until you find the right one. It could take a long time. I've worked with clients. Right now, we're going on maybe 3 to 4 years working together looking for properties. So it can take a substantial amount of time to find a unit, to find a home, especially in this market. There's been such small inventory and prices have been so high. Sometimes the stars have not aligned. So at the end of the day, house hunting can be a longer process than you might expect. So start early. Once you have established in your mind the vision that you want to commit to moving, it will happen sooner than you think. But you have to start getting on that track that you want to move so that you can bring it closer to you and make it happen sooner. Let the house hunting begin and know what you want, but keep an open mind because, especially in a market that might be better, it might be best to be flexible. Again, don't buy something that you feel pressured into buying just because of the sake of buying. Do your research, but stick to your guns for the must haves, the things that you need to have, things that are really non negotiables. That's why it's so important to know them in the beginning. Number four, make an offer. We talked about that yesterday. You know a lot about that. Once you find your dream home, it's time to make an offer. Your agent will help you decide on a fair price based on comparable homes in the area. Be prepared for some back and forth negotiation. It's common. Don't get up in arms about them trying to haggle you on price. Remember, this is a property that someone might be the last one they might be selling. It could be the last little bit of real estate that they have before they retire. So, wouldn't you want to get the most for your property if you're in that situation? You have to be conscious and compassionate of that, because on the other side of these transactions, we do have people. And you can't forget that. No matter how much business is just business, you have to remember that people are people. And people have motivations for why they buy, sell, and lease real estate, especially when they've been doing it for hundreds of years. Number five, get a home inspection. A home inspection is crucial to ensure there are no hidden problems with your home. Hire a professional inspector to check the property. If they find issues, you can negotiate repairs or a lower price. But remember, like we talked yesterday, you have to have those contingencies in place. You can't just turn around to your realtor and be like, hey, Hugo, I want to just negotiate all this stuff all of a sudden. No. We can ask. Honestly, in all fairness, we can ask. But 9 times out of 10, most people are going to be like, no. So it's just, you have to be serious when it comes to real estate. People don't have time to waste, and we don't want to waste your time either. So, getting a home inspection to uncover any hidden issues is important, and focus on the safety issues first and foremost. Things that are in the walkways, byways, outside, inside, that might impede the property from being safe to inhabit or to use. So, water, electrical, all these big systems, make sure that it's safe to habit. Number six, secure your financing. Once your offer is accepted, it's time to finalize your mortgage. Provide all necessary documents to your lender. Lock in your interest rate. This process can take a few weeks, so stay in touch with your lender and don't be shy when they ask you to reach out and supply them with paperwork. Do not hesitate to reach out and supply them with that paperwork. Try to get it to them as soon as possible. And please, this kind of goes without saying, don't forge any documents. It's truly baffling to me how many people try to mix up documents or forge documents with colleagues or coworkers or friends. Inevitably and eventually, it will all come to the light. So make sure that you're just being honest and transparent about your situation. Give verifiable pay stubs and tax information, and I don't think there would be too much of a problem qualifying you for a proper loan. So, secure your financing, and locking in the interest rate can really save you a lot of money, especially when interest rates might go up, might go down. It can make a difference. So, know what it's going to take. Number seven, review and sign the closing documents. Before the closing date, review the documents with your agent and lender. The CD, the closing documents, are going to be estimated in the beginning, and then they're going to be tightened up and more specific towards the end. Make sure you understand everything you're signing. This includes the mortgage agreement, title, and other legal papers that will actually be at the closing. But the closing disclosure basically outlines everything that is going to be on the buy side, on the sale side, the agents, the lenders, and the title company. So review it. Make sure that if you have any questions, you ask, because after you sign it, you really can't go back without a lawyer to uncover this thing. You just can't just make a note and try to get it fixed like that. You probably would have to take some sort of legal action. So we want to make sure we address these things before they become problems. Remember. Number eight, do a final walkthrough of the property a day or two before closing. Ensure that everything is in order and any agreed upon repairs have been made. This is your last chance to check the home before it becomes yours. And you want to make sure that everyone is in their proper place, is what I was meaning to say. You want to actually go to your walkthrough, look at the property, accept the property. If there's something wrong with it, let someone know, and don't close on that property. I know it could get very dicey and very scary, but if there's stuff pending on that property, you can't close because it's very difficult to close and then have people come back to do that work after the close. It really, you want to get it all done either monetarily or before the contract is closed. Because remember, once papers are signed, people get very reluctant to finish off their jobs. And that's what we don't need. We need this done properly. So, doing a final walkthrough is a very easy way to protect yourself from any unexpected surprises, just to make sure everything's right. Number 9, close the deal. On closing day, you'll sign all the final documents, pay any remaining costs, and get the keys to your new home. Congratulations, you are a new homeowner. And that is what this was all about. It truly sounds simple, right? It is. It's just take some time, take some faith, take some trust, and take some proactive movement on your part. It might take years for you to develop a security deposit. It could take a couple of months. You never know. You have to get into this mindset. And if you're on this live or on this podcast listening to this, then your mind is definitely thinking a little bit differently than most. And hopefully, this information helps you to get a little bit closer to this dream, because homeownership is one of those boxes everyone wants to tick. And closing the deal and getting the keys is really one of the most satisfactory days of my life with this career, is being able to hand people the keys and see them off to their new stage in their lives. So, last but not least for today, it's going to be number 10, move in and celebrate. After closing, it's time to move in to your new home. Unpack, get settled, and celebrate this major milestone. Welcome to your new home. Congratulations. You truly are special, because not a lot of people have been able to do this as of late. And more than anything, it's a testament to your achievements. A lot of people find it very difficult to save, to live below their means, and to be able to afford these properties. So, congratulations and kudos to you and your hard work. It can be very scary to embark on the journey of homeownership, but do not fear. There is tons of rainbows at the end of your journey, tons of pots of gold, tons of opportunities out there for you to make money and for you to have generational wealth. Don't look at just real estate as, hey, a house. It's so much more than that. It can be just a home, but it could also be your avenue to so many more opportunities and so many more experiences and adventures. Who knows who you'll have over, what you'll do in that property, and what that property will end up being to you. If you need any help or want a personal consultation about real estate in your area, I am Hugo Quintanilla, a licensed realtor in Maryland with Long and Foster. My phone number is 240-389-4846. My email is hugo@lnf.com, and my website is yourrealtorhugo.com. Happy Black Eyed Susan Day to everyone that went out to the track. I believe the Preakness is tomorrow, so have fun out there at the good old horse races, and be safe. Don't bet your rent, and let's see who wins. Tomorrow we'll be talking about leasing and doing a workshop on that. As always, I'm Hugo Quintanilla. Have a great night. Go get some rest. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Take care. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you soon. Bye.